Welcome to Dobby's Repairs. I'm Dobby the Fixing Elf, and this is what's in my toolbox, the series where I show you the tools I use to repair cars and fix things. So let's find out what's in my toolbox today. And in this instalment we have this set of exhaust hanger removal pliers. So the set's designed to remove those rubber bushings that hold your exhaust pipe up. They can get stuck on either by rust or just generally really stiff to remove, and always seem to damage them when you remove them. At least I do anyway, until I got these. And these have really helped out with that. I don't damage the rubber so much, so I'm not constantly replacing them. I mean, sometimes you need to, they wear out, but most of the time, since I've got these pliers, they've done the job and they've not damaged the rubbers themselves. The only rubbers that I have broken with these have been rubbers that were already damaged, broken on edges, cable tied together in some cases. There's a bit of footage of these in action removing an exhaust hanger. I'll show you that in just a moment. Let's talk about these and the design and what they do. So we have pretty standard design. We've got a little hook piece here, and that goes on the outside of your exhaust clamp. So imagine your exhaust clamp coming through here. So imagine this is a beam that your rubber's sitting on, and you squeeze and it pops off, and you pop it off like that, get it off nice and easily. This does have some limitations. It does struggle with some of the wider ones. I've had some really big exhaust hangers and this has struggled to get them off, but for the most part it works really well. It's got a pretty simple design with a nice little squeezing on, and yeah, you just pop it on. Make sure you get it past normally a little band that's halfway back like that. So you make sure you put this in front of that band so it actually moves. If it gets stuck on the band it won't move, you'll be there squeezing your hardest and it won't happen. They are really stiff when you first get them. These ones have loosened up. I've had these for about 8 months now, roughly. I've used them fairly regularly. I don't do a lot of exhaust work, I have to admit, but when I have done exhaust they've come in really handy. The first time I used them they were incredibly stiff. I had to use both hands to close them. We are only riveted in the middle here, so it will come loose eventually, but so far 8 months in and about 20 exhaust jobs or so. Not quite sure exactly how many I've done, but yeah, about 20 exhaust jobs. They're holding up. These rubber grips on the handles, they're not very thick, but they do give you nice something comfortable to hold on to. They're very over-moulding. Whilst they've got rivets here, so they will break at some point, but these ones haven't so far. If you drop it, the coating does come off, but not too bad. And obviously when you use it, you're going to get scratched up, and you put it on the floor after you've removed the rubber, you're going to get scratched, but they do seem to hold up fairly well. And they are remarkably simple to use. Literally all you have to do is just pop it onto the exhaust rubber and squeeze, and they pop it off. Like even the really stiff hard ones, really struggle to come off. They get them off. Another pro tip when you're doing this, get a bit of soapy water and just spray it on the rubber, like around where the metal little holder is, hanger so to say, hanging part, and it does speed things up and makes it a lot easier. Especially when you're putting them back on, if you give the rubber a quick spritz with some soapy water, it'll slide on a lot easier than if you're trying to force it without lubing up, and the soapy water just washes off anyway, it doesn't cause any damage. Back to the pliers now. Yeah, they are quite robust and quite good. I'm going to show you the footage now of these in action, and I'll come back and I'll give you my final thoughts. And as promised, here's the tool in action. It's fairly straightforward and fairly easy. All you have to do is line it up with the rubber mount here, and just give it a good squeeze once you get in the right place. Just give it a good squeeze and it pops off, nice and simply like that. Yeah, it comes off really easy. It does get a bit stuck on the end here. You can wiggle it off sometimes like that, but as you can see I'm doing now. I'll just pull it off like that, and it's off, and the exhaust is now free from this rubber mount. And yeah, fairly simple and straightforward really. This one rubber mount is okay, so I'm going to put it back on. And here's the same process from a slightly different angle. There's a little metal round thing I was talking about earlier. You need to put your tool in front of that so it doesn't get a snag on it, and then you just squeeze it again, and it'll pop off nice and simply. There we go. Just to get the camera in the right position so you can get a good view of it. And see, it makes really short work of these rubber mounts. And now you've seen these in action, I'm going to give you my final thoughts. But before I do that, I just want to quickly show you what's going to be in next week's video. So next Tuesday I'm going to be doing a review of this Sealy toolkit that I got with my last Christmas's Advent series. So that'll be out. I'll just quickly open up so you can have a look inside. And there's most of it in here. There's missing the main screwdriver just for now, just because I'll be using it in another job in the other room. And before I just leave it in there, just quickly show you this when I'm recording this. Yeah, so that'll be next week's video, the first video in December at the time of filming. So if you're watching this live, you'll see that next week on the 2nd or 3rd, the 2nd of December you should see it. That's when this video, after this video is posted, because this should go live on the 25th. Yeah, on the 25th tomorrow, it'll go, of November, this will go live. So yeah, you'll see that video next week. But for now, let's get me back onto these. And yeah, I'll give you my final thoughts. I've really enjoyed using them. And they've definitely made my life a lot easier. They're very good for getting through rubbers, exactly. Like I said, I haven't found a rubber, apart from some of the really awkward ones, that I couldn't get to. They do have a bit of an access problem for some, I know, but for my purposes so far, all the rubbers I've tried getting off with them have come off really nice and simply, which is a lifesaver because it saves so much time not having to fight the rubbers. And that's why I'm going to give these a 3-spanner rating. I would have given them slightly higher, but the design's just a bit too basic, but they were relatively affordable, so I think you could probably get a better set, but the set for my use, but they do all that much exhaust work. It's pretty good use really, and pretty good score. I'm happy with the balance for this. Let me know what you'd give it down in the comments below. And a huge thank you to my Fixing Club members, Mako, Rodney, Jason and Sebi. Thank you all for your support, it really helps me and the channel out. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful or entertaining, don't forget to hit that like button, it really helps both the channel and me out. If you're new here, consider subscribing. I post 2 videos a week, so by subscribing you'll never miss a thing. Got any questions or suggestions? Drop a comment down below, and I'll do my best to reply to everyone. Here at Dobby Repairs, we're all about helping you learn how to work on your vehicle safely and showing you don't need to spend a fortune on tools to get the job done. Want to support the channel further? Become a member, starting at just 99p. Members get perks like early access to videos and more exclusive content. Keep fixing, and I'll see you in the next one.